before we actually start, it's 1-0 Burnley now. Good goal by the looks of it. Welcome back to the Nick and Dave show. We're never getting this intro right.
Yeah, 1-0 Burnley, guys. Hey. We're not talking about the Burnley.
No, we're not.
This
No.
is so when you're watching this is when we recorded it. Nick's watching Burnley. I'm watching Leeds United playing Leicester. So yeah, this is when we recorded it. So now you know we can timestamp it. Anyway, Nick, where's the intro? And what are we talking about today, sir?
So on today's episode, I said today's episode. Today we're going to be talking about who is the new face of boxing. Dave will tell you himself. Dave doesn't know much about boxing.
New face of boxing. I'm just going to talk
face
about
of
the ones that I know.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'll ask you the question straight up. Like, as the people you know, who do you think is the face of boxing? Like, as right now, at the people you know
as
nowadays.
a UK fan, as a UK fan, it's still Tyson Fury.
Yeah, I've got
he's still the kingpin, to be quite honest with you. Obviously, you've got Joaquin Wilder. Have I said that right?
Joaquin Wilder. Deontay
Is it
Wilder?
Deontay Something Wilder.
You got his last name right. Well done, Dave.
What's his first name?
Dante.
All right. Joaquin Wilder. Even that fella. He's a new fighter. He's the new face of boxing. John Meltzer, let me know about him.
Good old John Meltzer.
Joaquin Wilder. He's the new face of boxing. He's brilliant. He's a right boxer. He don't throw just lefts and rights. He hits you with the money shot as well. He is so good.
Well, there is another guy who he's not the best on the mic, but he is knocking people out. It's Tank Davies.
What is he? Is he like professional, or is he one of these? What's an influencer?
He's an actual professional. He's an actual professional.
So didn't he just have a fight this weekend?
Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
Which is like a big fight in that division.
Said that was it JMX or something? Who were also on the card?
JMX fought on Friday against Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell won. There was also some ground and pound in UFC. I mean, in Misfits Boxing, which was shocking. I'll show you, like, once we finish this, like, how bad it was. Even I didn't like it. And there was also a Kingpin tournament as well.
Yeah, I saw the female thing, and it was horrendous.
Which one?
The Brooks. Brooks. Female Brooks.
Emily Brooks. Because there was two Brookses on that card.
She was wearing, I think, pink. I'm not sure. Well, one of them, she was facing somebody in pink.
It was tall as fuck.
Yeah, a lanky piece of shit. And then I saw the clown woman.
Yeah.
Don't know who that was. And she thought she won. And she were pretending to be laid out, I think. I don't know if she actually won. But
she won it in the end. She didn't knock her out.
She'd knocked her out and were celebrating a little bit abruptly.
Yeah. All she did was drop her, that's all it was. To be fair, right, some of these boxers that were on the card, the ones that lost, looked better technically than the ones that won.
Did you see that? All right, we're totally off subject, but we're talking about boxing. Fuck it.
Yeah. This is all about boxing.
About John Morrison.
Did you see his
asking out KSI?
Yeah.
John Morrison, Mr. Johnny Nitro, Johnny Olympic, Johnny get a razor, Johnny get a job, Johnny be good, Johnny be bad, and all of that stuff.
All the Johnnies. All the
Johnnies. Rubber Johnny. I don't know. Who cares? But he offered out KSI, King of Prime.
Did you see his knockout as well? It was actually
no, I didn't see the boxing match. I just saw his promo thing at the end of the match where they were offering out. I don't want Logan Paul. I don't want Jake Paul. I don't want RuPaul, drag racing queen.
I don't want anyone else. I want KSI. That could be a good matchup, though.
Still won't get my money.
I
just thought it was fun. Obviously, KSI's had a little dabble in the WWE world, and then there's a wrestler now dabbling in boxing who's offering him a fight just because he won a fight. It's like, oh, what the fucking hell's this world turned
Did you read what he actually said, like, in an interview as well?
Go on.
He called out, I think he called out Cody Rhodes, he called out Triple H, he called out Roman Reigns, and he called out a couple of other people, pretty much saying, None of you guys have actually won a real fight. And I will also give him his praises. He got paid for the event, but the event was for charity.
Yeah, he didn't say that about Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar,
No, because they've actually fought
Alberto
really.
Del Rio,
No.
or Dan Severn, or Ken Shamrock. All of these guys, whatever, all had legitimate fights. I'd even CM Punk.
He wouldn't need it, would he? But CM Punk didn't even win his fights, let's be honest.
No, he won one.
He
He did actually win one. It got overturned, didn't it?
I
One of the
still...
results actually
Oh,
went
yeah,
his
yeah,
way.
because the guy was on some sort
It
of
was
drug on
in performance enhancing drug. So actually, CM Punk actually did get a win.
Well done, CM Punk.
Well done.
So for the actual
failure.
video, so for the actual video, we're talking about the face of boxing and who, if obviously this is mainly towards Dave, because Dave doesn't know much about boxing, or who is up and coming.
I know, right? I've got a name for you, and I've only seen one. Well, I saw his result and I saw his interview after. He's an English lad. He's called Harris.
Harris.
Yeah, he's coming out on the scene. He's only 21, I believe. He's got a bright future. He was on, I think it was a Channel 5 boxing show. Like live boxing on Channel 5 or something like
Is
that.
it
But
Jay
he's an
Harris?
emerging.
Or Matty
Some
Harris?
Harris. It is a big black lad. That's about as much as I know. I don't know his first name.
Could be Matty Harris.
He won, I think, in the first round or something in his last fight. Looked pretty impressive.
Yeah.
If like managed properly and he gets the right fights, could be a big massive deal. Fight time is 25, but he's only a young kid at the minute, so he's still learning the craft.
Yeah,
so
that's Matty Harris.
I mean, obviously the guy the English guy was on BT Sports, I think, last week. He lost. Can't remember his name though. He did all the BT adverts where
I think
he
I
was
know
learning how to do promos. I don't know names, me, to be quite honest. It's Bryce, I think. Is it Bryce or something?
No idea. There is another boxer you need to look out for. A guy called Vidal Riley. Yes, he's a boxer that does YouTube, but he is fucking legit. And it's not like one of these influencer boxers, but he's fucking legit.
Look, as long as they, I'd get some massive feedback. As long as they prove themselves against proper boxers. I mean, I'm not saying they're not proper boxers, but what I'm saying is it's just a different world. They're not. It's not the same world. It's not the same discipline as an actual boxing match. It isn't 12 rounds. It isn't. It's a lot less. They're doing a lot less than what the professionals are doing, and that's why I always say that it's a completely.
I actually have a question for you. Is
Welcome.
that because they don't want to do the 12 rounds or 10 rounds or 8 rounds or whatever?
No.
Or
It's
do you think it's
the
boxing promotion, the people that are actually running the boxing fights?
Look, right. You saw the state of them women fight on Misfits, right? Or in the Kingpin tournament. Imagine that being a 12-round match. Just think about it for a second.
It would be
fucking
good
throw a punch in a fucking 1 round. Never mind 12.
Well, technically, they did throw punches, just not very technical punches.
I'm sorry, I couldn't watch that for 12 fucking rounds, and no, you wouldn't know.
You don't watch it anyway.
Would watch that for 12 rounds either.
That's a good job. I watched it for free.
There's a reason why the influential boxers are less rounds, because they haven't got the durability. They've not trained enough. I don't care how good a boxer they are in 5 rounds. They wouldn't do 12. It's as simple as that.
Well, let's be honest. Anthony Joshua can't even do 12, and he's like one of the.
Actually, Joshua is shite. He's overrated shite. He is crap. He is a joke of a boxer now. He might as well just fucking retire and put his gloves up, because he can't box for shit. Taught him a lesson.
Let's be honest, he doesn't need a fucking box anymore. He's got so much money, and he's got, like, his name's that big now. He doesn't need a box.
I mean, look, if he was a proper, genuine article, why would he not take the Fury fight on?
Was it him not taking a Fury fight, or was it Fury not taking a fight on?
Why would he not take the fight on?
Well, he didn't take the fight against Usyk. Fury.
Don't know what the circumstances were with that one, but
I don't know fully, but I've heard in like two different sides of the stories. Like Usyk wouldn't take it, Fury wouldn't take it, but
I think that's a dispute over money rather
yeah,
than the
it
fight
is.
itself. And this is always going to be the problem with boxing is all about the cash.
Yeah,
It's I won't work unless you give me XXX. And it's always I think that's where boxing's always going to fall down. To be quite honest with you, it's all about the cash.
it's not about the
People are
fight, is it?
accepting these fights with like Jake Paul because of
More
the
money.
revenue.
It's the
It
money
is
that
big
come in.
money.
It is.
It's big.
You can
You're gonna
hate
get
it all you
you're gonna
like,
get a
but
fucking mill. You're gonna
yeah,
get a fucking mill just
you're
for
gonna get more
showing
than
up.
a fucking bill, mate. Like you'll get
You
at
know what I
least
mean?
two or three.
You know what I mean? You're gonna get a good, nice little payout. But
Tommy
it's
Fury
not
got 7 mil, I think. I could be wrong. If someone correct me in the comments, please. But I think he got like 7 mil from that.
made up for life, innit? And he
And
got a little a dub as well.
yeah,
So look, at the end of the day, it is big business. I can understand why a lot of people like the likes of Logan Paul, Jake Paul. They you know they are in the public eye. They know what they're doing. They've got a great marketing team behind them. Well, they did have until they let Logan Paul let loose in a fucking suicide forest. What the fuck were they thinking there?
that's further the story.
Yeah, well, we could do YouTubers' mistakes.
Thanks. Top 5 YouTubers
Duh,
mistakes.
duh, duh, duh.
Yeah.
But I think he lost my respect with that. I mean, not that he ever had my respect, but
It
you know,
was
you hear stuff like that and you just think, what a bell end.
it was
You're
more
absolute
likable then. Then he did that, and it just messed up his career. And KSI saved his career by boxing him. If KSI never boxed him, Logan Paul wouldn't be about. Jake Paul wouldn't be about.
Jake Paul like rolled off for what is it, Getchi? Is it Detchi?
Or Deji.
Deji. Yeah,
Deji.
he
Good old
rode.
Deji.
Yeah, another one of John Meltzer's favorite
Yeah.
creations. If you remember the last video, well, it's still this video, isn't it?
Technically, for us it is. For us it is.
John Meltzer getting some major mentions here today in this video. So make sure you slap a like on this video for John Meltzer.
Good old John Meltzer. We actually need to make him a person, you know.
Oh, I'm creating him. I'm going to introduce him to my channel. He's going to be a little side character what pops up every now and again. John Meltzer says.
John Meltzer. Created on this channel, goes on everyone else's.
No, but no. I think the problem with boxing is obviously I've come from like watching it back in the day. The middleweight division was fucking fire. You're talking about Chris Eubanks. You're talking about Steve Watson. Joe Karizaki came around at that particular time as
Carl
well.
Froch, Andre Ward.
You just had so many top fucking Nigel Benn. The Chris Eubank Nigel Benn fights were legendary. You know, they were so goddamn good. You know, you used to either on a Saturday or whichever day of the week it was, you were watching that big time boxing. You were sat there like it was an event. And it was like, yeah, we're watching the boxing tonight. Yeah, of course we are. Okay. My dad had put it on as a kid, and I was like glued to it.
It's the same nowadays.
I don't really think. I think what's killed it now is box office.
Yeah, the price of box office.
The box office has killed it because if you haven't got Sky, you haven't got BT Sports. You are going around the fucking houses trying to fucking watch these sporting events, or watching it on Watch Wrestling or whatever free streaming service you manage to find, and it's going to kill the sport because how is that mainstream?
It's not.
Where's the big event? What's gone on ITV on a weekend? You don't have it, and it should. Saturday night used to have that big feel. Oh, it's a big, massive boxing event on this weekend. Are you watching it? Oh, yeah, of course. We'll stay in Saturday night and we're going to watch this big, massive
match. Or you go out to the pub to watch it because the pubs always buy it, so you're spending more money getting pissed and you don't end up seeing the boxing match because you fucking stood there slanty eye because you fucking smashed up all the Jaeger bombs you've had. And also, On your point,
Oh,
saying like,
Leicester R11.
oh, 1-1, nice, good shout out.
Vardy.
Vardy, he's having the party.
Yeah, we're talking about boxing.
Yeah.
It's like last week, but
Another
Vardy
thing as
scored.
well, why boxing's also going down the pan. None of the big boxers want to fight each other.
It's all about money. I think it's all about money. It's about
And
like
I don't want to lose the O either. Like, if they're like 27 and 0 or 16 and 0, they don't want to lose the O. The next big
all right,
fight that's coming up is Devin Haney and Lomachenko.
right, okay. Realistically, I can only name probably 5 heavyweight boxers right now, and that's shit compared to how many I
Can
could
you
name
name anyone
when I
else
was
in
younger.
other divisions?
Well, no, because I don't really hear that many from other divisions. If I'm being honest, you don't really. I don't know why we don't, but even when Ricky Hatton was boxing, we knew Mohammed. What is it? Uh, why have I got a blank on his name?
Floyd Mayweather.
No, not Mayweather. That's American. I'm talking about English.
Khan.
Amir Khan, and there was one before him.
Cal Brook.
No, Asian.
Oh, Prince Nazim.
Prince Nazim. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's like they were big events. You used to watch them, and now there's nothing. I don't feel like the sport as it's kind of gone in on itself in a fashion. There's no much push on these shows anymore, and that's sad. It does sadden me that the influencer stuff is now taking a little bit more precedence than what the mainstream boxing is doing. It's sad, really. It really
For you, it is like the way I see influencer boxing is yes, a lot of them do take it seriously, but the ones that don't, they can just fuck off from the sport completely. But if you're going to take it seriously, well done on you, because there are a few that do take it very seriously. But it's also helping kids, adults, like either get into the sport of boxing and wanting to do it to get on these Misfits cards, or it's just wanting to help them get fit. Seeing their favourite YouTubers or seeing people that they used to watch sit there and play FIFA all day do that sort of thing, thinking, oh, I can do this.
In fairness, if the right YouTubers were fighting each other, like seeing Triple T versus Wrestling Days would be hilarious. Do you know what I mean? You know, let's just throw that out there. Or seeing somebody from Colorholic going up against somebody from What Culture, that would be hilarious. That would be fun. Now that's an influential boxing that I'd love to see. I don't want to see just the sidemen fighting other sidemen, or this person who used to be a UFC star who's like 90 years old now and he's, let's have a boxing match.
Paul.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to see that. That's boring. That's not a sport to me.
I mean,
if you're gonna be an influence in boxing, then do it properly. It's 2-0. Sorry,
2-0.
spoilers.
What for Burnley?
It's offside.
Right, so we'll end this here, but I want one word from you here on this, right, because you're going to laugh like fuck if you haven't seen it advertised. Right, just one word, no ranting or raving, right? Tommy Fury versus Liam Payne. What do you think? One word only.
Meh.
And we'll leave it at that. Thank you all for watching again. Dave stuff's in the comments below. The comments that way. No, yeah. He's there. He's next to me.
Put in the comment section below.
Below, yeah. Below.
Down there. Next to my dick. Right there.
Just move it to one side.
You don't need to move it. You can't even find it. It's just balls and hair.
We'll leave it at that. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye now.